past? Are you confused in your relationship? Do you feel bad when you remember your experiences in past relationships? Is your relationship unstable? Do you have certain questions running through your mind? No worries, it's fine. I've got amazing content to equip your knowledge and experience irrespective of past memories. Join me and other experts on Crown FM 101.5 LA every Saturday from the hours of 9:15 p.m. to 10:15 p.m. on Love Rhythm, where we make your relationship outstanding by enhancing proximity between you and your lover and also bring a feeling of nostalgia. Amazing music also coming your way. I am Wisdom, your host on the program Love Rhythm, and I am saying love makes two hearts one. Don't miss it.
Hello, good evening, and welcome to another edition of Love Rhythm on Crown 101.5 FM, where we make your relationship outstanding, beautiful, and amazing. My name is Ifedayo, your host, and I'm here with Wisdom. And our guest speaker also from last week, Catalyst. Catalyst, how are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm fine. It's good to have you guys here again.
All right, so we'll be continuing our series that we started last week, The Test of True Love. I'm sure we had a very, very, very wonderful time last week. I mean, the question of last week was really, tactic, and then we had a lot to discuss about it. So first of all, how was your day, Wisdom?
Kind of stressful. I did a lot of things, and I'm going to definitely enjoy myself right here.
Bless you. Why do you do laundries yourself?
Because today is Saturday, it's always very stressful. You have to do all the home chores and see persons and see friends and all of that. So maybe kind of complicated, but Catalyst is right here to make my day beautiful, just like
really?
He did last week. Last week we talked about the test of true love.
Yes. And it was really
tell me 3 tests.
Sorry?
True love.
3 tests.
The test of time, the test of distance, the test of...
Which time? I can remember conviction.
Yeah, I remember conviction.
No.
I can remember.
I should sue both of you for that.
Yeah, oh my God. No.
I explained it was...
I
actually said one of the parameters to measure love, or true love, it's conviction.
Yeah,
that's
oh my God.
I'm sure I
forgot. Yeah, that's actually true.
You need to pay me after the show.
Yeah.
All right.
So you can actually come again with the 6.
Yeah, let's reiterate the points for those that were not listening last week, or just like a brief recap on the points.
Okay. Yes, last week we started the topic on the true test of love, and we mentioned that what are the things that we can consider to say that you're truly in love with someone and someone truly loves you. And the first thing we mentioned was the test of time. Yes, when it comes to love as a standard test of time. Like when it is only for a period of time, there is not true love.
Okay.
Then I will mention the test of knowledge. This has to do with knowing the person or knowing your partner, basically.
Okay.
And when you say you're truly in love with somebody, you should be able to say this is the person or what the person is all about. Then I will mention the test of focus, the ability to limit your distractions to just that person.
Okay.
And then we mentioned, I think, the test of security.
Yes.
At least the feeling of being secure that you're with someone and without any fear that someone is going to take the person away or the person is going to let you down. And then I think the last one we all talked about was the test of distance.
Yeah, the one that caused trouble.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, the one wisdom in the shared death.
Yes.
Yeah,
and it was a really beautiful time last week. I'm sure
Yeah.
we all learned from it, and we're looking forward to learning more from you today. So today's like a part 2 of the
Test of true love.
So we're going to continue the test of true love today, and of course we're having Catalyst take us further on what we started last week. So
I'm afraid that this catalyst you're calling would definitely let my own real name go into exile.
Oh, that's
So
true.
actually,
that's true.
Olatubosun is my name.
yes, his name is Olatunbosun.
No, we're used to that,
I
actually.
understand.
Also known as Catalyst. Anyway, that's why
Exactly.
people call him Catalyst.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get it on the test of true love.
Okay, yeah, it's another new week, I guess, and
Yes.
I'm going to start from where we stopped last week. I think
Okay.
basically I was intending to talk about 12 things.
Yes.
Maybe it's not going to be up to 12, but at least I'm going to touch a quite number of ones. And we mentioned 6 last week.
Yes.
So today I'm going to start with the test of physical attraction.
I've been waiting
Yes.
for that.
We can deny the
Ideally.
fact that, okay, love is basically not about physical look. I know, yeah, we also mentioned something last week. I think he said when you look at the person's endowed this and that physical endowment. Yeah, I can remember that part of what he said. Well, I know that is not okay. Now let me say this: when it comes to true love, physical attraction is one. It's just a part.
Right.
Does not mean it's no part of it. No, let's be frank.
Mm-hmm.
If I say I'm going to fall in love with you, at least to a large extent, I should be physically attracted to you. So it's basically not the central thing. Yeah. I think when it comes to biology, they said for every cell there's a nucleus at the center.
Yeah,
I think if I'm right,
Yeah, you
biologist. So it's not basically the central thing, but to a large extent there should be physical attraction. So most time to measure the loving someone,
Okay.
there must be a place of physical attraction. So it's an important part of true love, and
Right.
it's one of the way you can measure true love. Then the second thing I think we should talk about tonight is the test of affection. Yes. The first is the test of physical attraction, now affection.
Affection.
All right.
Now, I need to say this, that affection is expressed almost at the beginning
Okay.
of every relationship.
All right.
Like I said earlier, last week, most times no one calls a girl that a guy that is just aspiring. Yes.
You're correct.
So affection should not just be something that would happen in the first few weeks. It should be expressed continually. Let me show compassion and care if I
Right.
say I'm in love truly. So when it comes to the true test of love, let it reign every time.
So is there a difference between affection and feeling?
No. Okay, if you say a feeling can, let me just say
Fade.
is vague.
Yeah, it
Exactly.
could fade.
Yes, exactly. But
Okay.
in this context now, when I mention affection, I'm trying to say that you are trying to show a combination of attitude or characters that involves care, pampering someone, that involves showing compassion.
So affection is
Okay.
all encompassing.
Yes, exactly. So most times we tend to show this like almost every time in the relationship at the early stages.
Yes.
But
yes.
most time, before you know it, most time it dies probably in the middle and you lose the
Okay.
connection. So, but when you say you're truly in love with somebody, you must show affection every time.
Every time.
Then another thing I want to say is the test of stability.
Okay.
Yes, love tends to endure in many things, and you want to understand that infatuation changes suddenly. That's the truth. But when it comes to the state of stability, you need to understand that real love is stable.
Okay.
Right.
Like you cannot love me this week, next week you're off, and I've seen relationships whereby a week of fight, 3 days of friendship, another week of fight,
On and
every
off.
other thing.
Yeah.
So you can't say I'm tired today and tomorrow I'm coming back. No. So to a large extent, when you want to prove genuine love or true love, you must be stable. like irrespective. So that will lead me to the fourth thing I have in mind to talk about, and that's the test of delayed gratifications. And I think I was spending much time on that.
Wow. Okay.
No, when I say the test of delayed gratification, I'm saying that there are certain things that your partner would do that you don't need to react instantly. Yes, you should have ability to delay gratification when it is true love.
Okay.
Now, okay, there are cases that you went out with your partner and he said something outside and you feel embarrassed. And next thing is you're changing your face. You're like, how dare you tell me that you're pointing and every other thing, and you're putting a sin in the public.
Okay.
If I'm sure that I'm truly in love with you, to a large extent, I can delay the gratification.
Yeah.
And by the time I delayed it, one thing I found that is the way I'm going to now express it or confront the situation will be more healthy than when you want to do it.
When you really want to go with your...
How the hell talk? And there's this thing that is common that I've heard people talk about, would say, I'm not your mate.
Yeah, of course. I think that...
I think that comes most times when we cannot delay gratification.
Yes.
Yeah, I hate hearing, I'm not your mate, when it comes to relationship.
That's old fashioned.
Yeah, like it really doesn't matter.
You see this old man, hey woman, be careful, I'm not your mate. Are you supposed to date your daughter's mate? I don't understand. Or are you going to get stuck with your mate or something? So when it comes to delayed gratification, it means that you're trying to control your temper, you're trying to control the situation. You don't get emotional instantly. And well, maybe for the female, I think their own delayed gratification is almost something else entirely. Because when they don't talk to you now, by the time they are piling up the whole thing and
you don't want
they begin to open the fire, you don't want to open.
You don't want to hear it there.
Exactly. So, but the point I'm trying to make is when you say you're genuinely in love with somebody, you should be able to delay your gratifications. And most times, it's about raising the quality of your words, not raising your voice.
All right.
When you're trying to delay gratifications. Okay, you did this, I think it's wrong. What if you try next time? What if you say this instead of what you have said earlier? I know I'm wrong.
And that's in the private.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And most times it might be like an attempt to correct someone. But because you are using the wrong approach to correct the right thing, everything goes wrong.
Yeah.
Too wrong,
that
so
actually happens to me most times when even, let's come to family now, when I do something wrong and my parents wants to correct me, there is this way they do it that can sometimes annoy.
No, African parent.
Yeah, I'll be honest.
African parent.
It could be really annoying.
Let's come to interpersonal relationships as well.
Okay.
If I've done something wrong and you want to correct me, there is a way you're going to do it and I'm not going to get offended.
Yes.
And there is a way you would do it and I would feel loved. I feel, yes, this is correct and all of that. Sometimes we feel some things don't actually pain us, but man, it's actually...
and some people feel like if they don't transfer the whole aggression of the anger that they feel, they've not actively passed across the message that what you did is wrong and that they are angry. So there's a way to always, communicate your anger and your emotions.
But Mr. Oladeko, you said something that in the public when she has done something wrong and you don't have to correct her in the public and something like that. Now, I feel is it wrong to show it in action that me liking cause of shame?
Because
we are humans. We are humans, definitely.
Attitude,
like giving our attitudes, because that would definitely happen. You can't deny that.
Okay.
You don't like what someone has done, you would definitely give that person. Is it that attitude of silence?
Attitude might be unconscious, unconsciously you just ignore the person.
You ignore the person.
Ignoring the person would not help. Frank.
Okay.
Let me
not ignoring the person totally.
In quote, I understand. But let's do it like this. Let's make it more. Let's do it on a lighter mode.
All right.
Imagine you went out with your mom to visit a friend, and the friends say, "How will you eat this and that?" And serve you food, and your mom begins to winkle her eyes like. And you say, "Mommy, what happened? What entered your eyes?" You're in trouble.
Of course.
So I think most times we can adopt non-verbal communication gestures, And if you are so intimate, I think your partner should be able to understand your gesture, like the slightest gesture you're showing.
Yeah, you can't pinch some people in public. They don't want to know that.
Exactly.
Like, why are you pinching me?
Exactly. So, for example, if I'm with her and we're getting to talk, probably in the midst of friends, and I'm suddenly silent, she knows that the silence is not just about
wrong.
I'm not interested in the conversation. It means that I'm trying to say something is wrong, and we need to pay attention.
And
to
I think that's where understanding comes in.
Yes.
So I think when you understand the person's language, like the non-verbal language, then you can solve problems that would prevent
verbal abuse and all of that. So let's come to this aspect. It's not everybody that can actually do what you said just now, trying to avoid embarrassing your partner in public. Some of us have anger issues.
Yes.
Some of us want to express our emotions. And
some people would even tell you that if you don't say it immediately as it's
exactly.
hot like that.
Now, as a life coach, as
you know.
an experienced person, as a relationship expert, what would you say concerning this? What would you tell the listeners out there?
I must emphasize that we have people with different temperament.
All right.
Yeah, I think we have the 4 basic temperaments. We have the sanguine, the choleric, the phlegmatics, and the melancholics.
All right.
And